How big is mindset in your life, Sean? And what exactly do you define mindset as?
So mindset.
This is success. How may I help you?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jordan Harris here, aka DeVante Styles, and today I'll be breaking down episode 19 of my podcast with Sean Cannell on what it is that mindset means to him and how he believes it affects your life daily. So, without further ado, let's hop right in.
Um, I think is everything. I didn't make that up. Everything starts with the thought. And sometimes the personal development movement gets hated on, but it's completely true. Like nothing that ever has been manifested into the world um, was ever conceived without there first being a thought. And, the famous book, Think and Grow Rich, it's
Yeah.
people hate on it because they think that it's about just only thinking.
Yeah.
That becomes the
Yeah.
issue. Is like if you only have a thought, well then you're never going to have success. But it's got to start as a thought. And the problem is, man, our thinking is everything. A lot of us experience so many negative thoughts. We spend a lot of time just dwelling or pondering things or just bouncing it back and forth when ultimately we need to take massive action. But it's hard to also take massive action when you don't have your mind right. So I have very intentionally I've understood, I've developed a passion for learning. I believe that lifelong leaders are lifelong learners. And I don't just mean studying generalized information. I mean studying like information relevant to my craft. So I studied YouTube and that built confidence as well as, but then also I really believe, I mean, this morning I'm like listening to like personal development stuff, why I shaved and I took a shower. I reading books, I'm a Christian. So I start a lot of days, the Bible gets my mind right, but then I read Leadership by John Maxwell. And now I'm on The Laws of Success, which is another book by Napoleon Hill, always working on my mind because if you don't have confidence, you'll always find a way to lose.
Okay. Yeah.
And your mindset is critical. And so, yeah, I mean, it's hard. I get it.
Yeah.
Like I'd say this too. I come from a small town, and it's really easy to let your small town make you small minded.
Yes.
Your small YouTube channel, your small business, it'll make you small minded. And why wouldn't it? That's not even a put down. It's the fact that we've heard the fishbowl analogy that if you put a fish in a fishbowl, it'll only grow to a certain size based on its environment and its surrounding. But when you move it into a larger bowl, the fish grows larger. That's so interesting. The place, like the environment that it's in is affecting its growth. So then what does that mean for us? That if we want to grow, it means we have to be intentional to get in the right places, get around the right people, build our network, get the right information. So many people are feeding on mindless entertainment and mindless, and I'm all for it. I mean, I love movies, I love it all. But like, how much time are you spending working on your confidence game, your mindset, your inner game? And I clock a lot of time because I just realize it fuels everything else I do, not just in business. It fuels how I am as a husband, how I am as a human in
Yeah.
other relationships. And I believe the best gift we can give to those around us, including the people we serve online, is living our best life, which means trying to get our confidence from a 4 to a 10 if we need to, getting our skills from a 2 to a 10, getting our message dialed in and clarity from a 0 to a 10, and just leveling up. And that's a process, man. I mean, shoot,
Yeah.
it's like it just is lifelong. Like it's a journey. It's not really a destination, but intentional personal growth
Yeah.
has been the absolute fundamental game changer in my life and business.
So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video with Sean and what mindset means to him. Before I end this video, I'd just like to recap three things that he talked about. Number one being lifelong leaders or lifelong learners. Understand that if you want to be a leader for a long period of time, you have to be consistently learning things. Things will change. So make sure you're keeping up your learning things on a daily basis. Number two is the fishbowl analogy, which is the proximity effect. Understand that if you put a fish in a bowl, that it will only grow to that size, but if you put a fish in a bigger bowl, it will grow to a bigger size. Proximity. Make sure that you are putting people around you or actively seeking people that are in higher places than you or that are better at a certain subject than you so that you can learn from them, whether that be business, relationships, or spiritually. And last off, number three which is be intentional. Be intentional on what you're doing. Be intentional in what you consume and what you're seeking. Be intentionally making sure that you have positive things that in your life and helping you grow so that you're not stuck in a certain area and getting sustained in one place. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, it would mean the absolute world to me if you click that subscribe button down below, as well as give this video a thumbs up, and make sure you go and check out Sean's channel, which will be in the description down below. Until next time.